HiTop Films is a creator that needs no introduction. If you somehow found this channel, then you know who he is. He's pretty synonymous with having some divisive takes on comic book films, especially for ones involving Spider-Man. I'm not here to cover that. If you want a video critiquing Alex, then you're in the wrong place. I personally have no issue with him. Matter of fact, I respect him. He's a film YouTuber that genuinely tries to make his own films, hence the films in his channel name. It's one thing to critique the work of a billion-dollar company, but to have your own projects out there liable to the same treatment is commendable. All throughout his channel, you'll see tons of shorts he's made with his friends. And considering it's the spooky month, I want to take a look at my favorite short film from him, The Plumber.
Day after day, this is the call I get.
The Plumber stars Francesco DiMao as the title character. He's a frequent collaborator of HiTop and is also starring in his upcoming Jason Todd film. The basic plot of the movie consists of the plumber going about his normal routine as he explains how important plumbers are. He then makes his way to a nighttime house call. Once he arrives, he cleans up the mess, in more ways than one. That's as basic of a summary as I can make about this. There's a strong sense of nuance and ambiguity here to the point where you can almost make your own interpretation to what the story is about. I see a man that's putting on this facade of an eccentric plumber that sees himself as the center of the universe, when in reality, he's a lonely man that's suffering. There's a lot of moments where he's forcing himself to smile as if he's a second away from a complete breakdown. The opening shot is a slow zoom in on the plumber sitting in his empty room. We then see shots of empty liquor bottles and canned foods, pretty standard stuff until the music drops, and then the camera work becomes almost frantic with a bunch of quick cuts and shots that remind me of that suit-up scene from Daredevil. The plumber is almost always talking directly to the audience. When he's in a scene by himself, you see a lot of low-angled shots, making it seem like he's always in control. When he's interacting with the only other person that appears in the movie, he's much more subdued, almost timid. He stays like that until he makes his way to the bathroom, where he's once again by himself and starts hemming it up again. It's a duality there that I think is really cool. The cinematography in the movie is also really impressive. There aren't many locations used, but the ones we do see have some really nice lighting setups with some excellent use of color. Like, I've never seen a bathroom look this visually interesting. A scene that really stands out to me is where the plumber is dragging the body of the guy he just pummeled, and it's a really cool POV shot that I'm sure was done by him literally dragging the camera operator. Seeing stuff like this is really cool to me because it just goes to show that you don't need a complicated camera setup or a rig to capture a really unique camera movement. You can definitely see a lot of Raimi and Scorsese influence here, especially with how he chooses to light the actors. Speaking of actors, Francesco is fucking great. He really embodies this manic character brilliantly. It's campy, sure, but that's a part of the charm. There are lines that make me bust out laughing with how absurdly they're delivered, while also having lines that kinda give us more insight of the background of the character, which they decide to keep pretty ambiguous. The character mentions his mother a few times in the movie, and whenever he does, he becomes really vulnerable for a split second.
Mother was a plumber. Ain't too many lady plumbers out there, it's a hard job. That's why I loved her. I loved Mother.
So maybe there are some signs of neglect there? I don't know. Overall, it's a really stellar performance, and I can't wait to see how he does as Jason Todd. I'm 3 years late, but go watch The Plumber. It's free, and it's a really good movie. But a bad Spider-Man movie. Hey yo, HiTop, let me talk to you for a second. Make a sequel. You teased it a few years ago, but haven't came out with it yet. Please make it. Also, drop that commentary track. Alright? Okay. Bye.